Why do you think there is a divide between not even just Omaha Council Bluffs, but also kind of hometown pride of you heard the term SOB, I'm a South Omaha boy, or North Omaha, or West Omaha, Westo Besto is a cliche saying. I feel like Omaha is very divided, not really geographically, but like you said, kind of mentally. What causes that, and what can fix that?
I don't know about causes, but I think that's a deep sociology conversation.
Sure. Yeah,
sociological conversation. But I think that the responsibility is that you bring prominence to the entire metro area, to as many audiences as possible, and not exclude them from saying, well, they obviously won't be interested.
Sure.
So consistently putting that effort forward to encourage people to think beyond their sense of place and to think about location and geography. People have pride in where they are, and there's things and locations and buildings and resources that keep people proud of their immediate sense of place.
Definitely.
But I think,
especially in a town as small or big as Omaha.
But I think the resources that I said drew me back to Omaha, as far as the CHI Health Center and the Holland Center and what's happening on the Gene Leahy Mall right now, and the riverfront development. All of that feels like it's everybody's. And I think for a long time there was a separation because there wasn't those kind of iconic things that felt like it was everybody's to enjoy. And I feel like the more that there is like that, and the more that those types of landmark places happen throughout the community, the more people will be drawn to leave their comfort zone and go to new locations. I think about the Noddle Company's development in West Omaha. I think that's going to be a draw for people to leave Midtown and Dundee to check out something. I think that, that's just one example. But I think that consistently trying to offer something that's a destination, whether that be through an event, whether that be through community-making conversation, whether that be through a landmark place, all of those things help people realize the uniqueness and why I should be drawn away from my typical footprint, my typical path in the community. And I think those things, and Share Omaha is a piece of that, because we don't narrow our search by geography at this point. So people are being drawn to organizations that are outside of their normal path in the community.
I like that.
And I like that a lot.
Especially, I'm a very big fan of the randomness behind, you said, the algorithm.
Yeah.
When you're doing searches and filtering, you could live in Gretna and then have
drawn to something in Sarpy County
or Council Bluffs, complete other side of the city.
Absolutely. And I think that people seeing that there's something that appeals to them that's outside of that typical path broadens their viewpoint and horizon, and
also just gets people out of their comfort zone. Too many people are complacent right now. You get in their routines, you kind of get stuck doing what you're comfortable with.
Well, I think that what you do, what you're comfortable with, I think all of that that's typical human behavior.
Definitely
right?
Is.
And I think once there's something that breaks you out of your routine, that can be trajectory setting for your life in a whole way you didn't even expect. So I think about when somebody enters into a mentoring relationship, or when somebody enters into a true new volunteer role, or goes to an event that is outside of their neighborhood. All of that can spark conversation and relationship and community that's based on something that's not just geography.
Right.
And we hope that happens. One of our board members said, the technology of Share Omaha is going to change. It's going to look different in 5 years. We don't know. I mean, it's
probably the next year.
Right. We don't know what it looks like. But the benefit that we're seeing in the community is that nonprofits are working together, that people in the community feel more connected, that there's less silos amongst the nonprofit sector, that people are seeing things. People are seeing, nonprofit leaders as well as the community are seeing things in a better viewpoint that's more inclusive than they ever have before. And that's what they saw in Charlotte. And that's one of the reasons that our leaders and founders brought it here is because they wanted to see that same activity and investment and tearing down of silos happen organically because the resource is there.
Mm-hmm.